it's Brittney from the Pretty Plus, and today I am unboxing an Imperfect box. This is Imperfect Foods. I have a blog post where I've gone into detail all about Imperfect Foods, but the rundown is they are a brand that, a service really, that you can purchase imperfect produce and some other goods like canned goods. There's cheeses, the things that are like overstocked that markets or grocery stores just won't take. The imperfections are things like potatoes may have scarring, or the apples may be misshapen, or there's just an overstock of cans, things like that. But I am so excited to partner with them to share this. The video isn't sponsored. They asked me to just share on my Instagram, but I thought that I would go ahead and give you a big overview. So I do have to let you know that if you want to try the Imperfect box, you can click the link below or just go to imperfectfoods.com. And if you use the code PRETTYPLUS, you'll get $10 off your first box. The blog post will just tell you a lot more about the service and about the amount that I spent today. Oh no. Come look. There was a glass jar that broke. I could tell that when I picked it up because the bottom was wet, but it was also on my porch. So I thought that it possibly just was wet from the snow outside, but this is not good. However, I don't know, I think it's, my husband's leaving. I think it's more of a, an issue with the people handling it, because it does stay fragile and there is stuff around it, but the jar was the only thing that I got that wasn't produce, so it may not have been packed super well. But now there's some glass and some sauce all over a lot of my stuff. I'm going to regroup here and then I'm going to share with you more, because I was just opening this as I was talking, so I didn't know what was going on inside. As a matter of fact, I'm going to record real quick and take some pictures so that I can share that with that team so that they know what's going on, because that's not cool. So, I guess just to let you know, I'll show you this video as I'm talking, but that, ooh, so now there's like glass, just like that was shoved into my sweet potato. The glass, yep, it's broken. So I don't know how to recover right now. Like, I'm pretty annoyed with this, but everything in here besides that looks pretty salvageable. I was gonna wash all the stuff anyway, so it's not a huge deal. I'm like using the box to wipe my fingers. That was the only thing, regrouping here, that was the only thing that I had purchased that wasn't produce that was delivered. I purchased, that was a cherry tomato or a grape tomato sauce that's like for pizza or pasta or whatever, and I was going to use it on the artisan pizza crust. However, they canceled that. They must have run out. So I didn't get that anyway, and so I'm sure that they'll refund me for the sauce, so that's not a huge deal. And everything else in here, the produce, I'm just gonna wash and it should be fine. So now I'll just go ahead and take you through everything else in the box. We have some red lettuce. It's in a container, so that's not a huge deal, but I wash my lettuce anyway with my salad spinner. And then a big thing of romaine covered in sauce and hopefully not shards of glass. This is not good. Not a great first impression. However, it happens, right? I'll be interested to see how they handle it, and I won't post this video until I know how they handle it, so I can let you guys know. Hello, this is me updating you a few days later. I emailed, and I decided to email the customer service instead of emailing my contact there. I decided to just, as a normal person, go through email customer service and see what they would do. And instead of just refunding me for the thing that was broken and maybe the romaine, since I had a problem with that, like I wasn't going to use it because it wasn't wrapped, they refunded the whole thing and they gave me $3 extra, which is kind of a weird small amount. I feel like $10, maybe even $15 would be a better compensation, but it's something. And they refunded the whole ordeal and not just the things that were broken or defective. So I thought that was a pretty good way of handling that. It was pretty quick response, especially since it was late Friday night that I got to them. I'm recording this on Sunday evening, but they got back to me the next morning. So Saturday morning they got back with me. So I just thought I'd update you really quickly and let you know that the experience was pretty good. So I am interested to try again. I'm just going to keep going through things. I'm not going to dwell on it too much. So I've got 2 cucumbers. I think that they were just too small to sell in the grocery store. We've got 1, 2, 3 apples. I don't know what kind they are because, well, they don't have stickers or anything on them, but they're tiny and they're really cute. That'll be good for like a snack or making for Clara. We got 2 of the delicata squash. I talked about this on my blog before, where I made it, not my blog, I talked about it on my Instagram before. I made it into fries. A Couple Cooks, which is an Indianapolis, which is where I'm from, Indianapolis-based cooking blog. They had a recipe, and when I just Googled how to cook delicata squash, it came up. So I used their recipe. It was great. I'll link that for you below, but I plan on doing that again with these. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's another one in there. 6 sweet potatoes. They are pre-covered in sauce, so maybe I'll make them in a sauce. Just kidding. I'm going to peel them and cook them for Clara. They should be just fine. Maybe I'll mash them. I don't know. The sky's the limit, really. We've got a 1/2 pound of green beans. I'm using these for a sheet pan meal this week. For that same sheet pan meal, I'm also using these potatoes. And then we have a spaghetti squash. This is smaller than I thought it would be. But that's okay. I'm doing a chicken spaghetti, which is technically the recipe is for just regular spaghetti, but I'm doing 1/2 regular spaghetti and 1/2 spaghetti squash to make it a little lower, lighten it up a little bit, a little lower the carbs, but still yummy. So I'll use this. And then there are some grape tomatoes. They're squished. They're done for. I think that they had a collision. They're like in there with the sauce. So these aren't good either. They're all busted. I think that they had the run-in with the jar of sauce, so those will not be good to use. And then I have some mandarin oranges, 2 pounds of them. I'm loving mandarin oranges right now. These need washed, obviously, but they still look pretty good. I'm not sure what the imperfections, maybe just overstock for these. They look really tasty, so interested to try that out. Okay. Everything being said, I'm still excited to try this. I'm excited to continue to try. I think I have enough, they gave me credits, so I think that I have enough to do a few more shipments. I will email them and let them know the situation with my box and send a picture. I'll take pictures of the inside of the box to show you guys too. Really unfortunate that that happened, but I'm sure they'll get it taken care of. I will do you a favor and I will show you the next box that I order, and I'll be sure to order in it something else that has a jar in it, and we'll see how that goes, because I'm sure that this isn't an everyday norm. But now I'm going to go wash my hands and just clean up this general mess. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, unfortunate that this happened, but I don't think that should really reflect poorly unless it's a common thing, you know? But anyway, I wanted to share my honest situation when I was opening the box, and it's not great so far with the situation. However, everything else looks really good, and I'm bummed because I love grape tomatoes, and the sauce was, I think, grape or cherry tomato, which I love both of them. A sauce made out of them, which to me was going to be like, yes, the best thing ever, and I was going to put it on a pizza. But I didn't get the pizza crust either. So I will link the blog post below. It has a list of all the things that I ordered and the amount that I spent. I will be sure to give you a quick update about what they said about the box and how they're compensating me. And if you enjoy videos like this, be sure to subscribe, like this video if you like content exactly like this so I can share more of it. Comment, let me know, have you ever tried Imperfect Foods? Have you ever tried another similar brand? Do you like grocery delivery? Have you had problems with grocery delivery? Very interested to know now that this has happened. But yeah, you can find me on the internet at the PRETTYPLUS on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and Twitter. As always, on theprettyplus.com. And again, PRETTYPLUS is the code to get $10 off your first Imperfect Food box. I will see you next time. Bye, guys.